Hi, Luminaires. Hi, everybody. Hi. Happy day to you. My name is Jamie Butler. I'm hanging out with Colleen Ziegler off camera.
Hi there, everyone.
There she is.
Here I am.
So while I'm doing our little brief intro for those of you who are new to the channel, please let us know if the sound is good, if we need to make any kind of accommodations, and if the video is looking good. As you're doing that, for those of you who are new to the channel, I am a trance channeler and a medium. I've been doing this work for 30 years, globally, written books, offer classes. I love teaching. So passionate about it. Love it. If you're in a position and you're wanting to learn or expand, you can head over to Learn It Live /Jamie Butler, and you can see my classes that are there. We're about to start our trance channeling series, so I'm pumped about that. February 9th. If you're interested in learning how to communicate with spirit, or you want to learn different styles of channeling energy to get messages, that's the one to go to. It's 16 weeks long. Kiara is like, that is life-changing classes. And I want to say thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. You guys are amazing. I love you, Luminaires. Luminaires are those who shine light. We all shine light, but you who are here seem to do it extra specially well. I'm just going to make up words, especially. Mm-hmm. Good. And I love it. Keep shining. And thank you again, yes, for the birthday wishes. So today I'm going to trance channel and let a guide that I work with, her name is Maitland. She expresses herself as 9 years old. She doesn't need to be 9, but she does it in a way so we can, I guess, hear deeper, bigger information in a more playful way. She's very uplifting, I think kind of charming, but definitely fun. So if you like hearing news from that kind of approach, you're going to love this. If you're kind of like, please don't give it to me in a childlike way, then it might rub on you a little wrong. But I'm laying it down now so that you understand how this works. I'm going to allow this entity, Maitland, to move through me and use my body to speak directly to you. She's going to talk about the energy highs and lows of the month, kind of how you can work with that to have a better outcome, whatever that may be for you. And she's going to talk about what chakras need to be, or which chakras are going to be challenged, supported, and needed. She'll pair that with stones that you can then use to grid your bed or your home or keep in your car, as well as aromatherapy. And then Colleen and I get to giggling and we start saying, Colleen goes, does Maitland have, like the favorite color of the month and the numerology and the special tree for the month? And it's like, Maitland, the right bird that we're going to use for the month.
She would have it all. If you
she
her.
would.
Yeah.
If you gave her the room, she would throw it all out there. Like what book you need to read this month. Oh my goodness. So there's that. If you are sensitive, you might feel a shift as I am going to change energy structure here, which I know we're not sitting in the same room together, but energy transcends time and space. Even if you're watching the recording and you're completely attuned to just observing in this channel, you might feel your body make an adjustment. If you love it, write it out. If it's not your favorite, have something warm to drink and maybe nibble on a little bit of chocolate. That keeps you in your body, which is nice. Oh, you guys are wonderful. Thank you again for the birthday wishes. I'm going to enjoy my birthday moment by leaving my body. And you guys, if there's any kind of clarity that you need during the messages, put your fingers to the keyboard. Colleen is observing and Colleen can help you gain that clarity. All right. Oh yeah, like KS. I'm excited to hear what Maitland's theme is for February, moving past the itchies. The term itchies made me laugh so hard. Like, we're definitely moving past the itchies.
It feels better. I can tell it's going to be a little bit better than it has the past couple of months.
Can you feel it coming?
Yeah,
I can.
It feels better.
Oh my God, did any of you guys have that blow up on like the 18th? Oh, it happened to me. Oh, that's when I blew my rib. I threw my rib out and I sprained muscles in my body. It hurts. It still hurts.
That's when I got really sick.
And that's when you got really sick.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nuts.
I mean, for 24 hours and that was it.
And it was gone.
Yeah.
I thought.
It was wild.
Oh, she told us this. I'm going to be hyper aware of it. Oh, no. I'm human. It hit me. like a board, like bam. Okay, enough chatting. This is so much fun having you guys here. Okay, if you're practicing seeing energy, check out the right side of my body between my ear and my shoulder. Not necessarily, oh, can't move like that. Not necessarily the wall behind me, but just the space next to me. And I won't see you guys later. So have a beautiful rest of your January 27th. Ah, it's a great day. Okay. It feels weird to stop talking and then just like make an adjustment like that. Okay. Everybody's here. Wow, everybody's here.
It feels nice.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Luminaires. My name is Maitland. That's Maitland. And you've already met Colleen. And I'm going to talk about the energy for February 2022. I'm going to get comfortable. I want you to get comfortable, and you can just sit back and listen. And I'm going to definitely talk about how we're getting away from the itchies, even though the itchies, oh, that's what they called January because it was just a little strange. January was like, we're on a teeter-totter. And of course, that means I'll be low at one point and high the next point, but that's not the way you were using the energy. And so you just kind of walked across the teeter-totter, and it was like you're low, you're in the middle, you have to balance, and you were kind of low again. And February is not like that, but February is front-loaded. And we're pushing a lot of energy, dense energy to the front. Dense does not mean bad. It just means thick, like it's full to the front side. And then from like the 16th, kind of like the 14th, really, it just kind of lightens up and flows all through the rest of the month, which you're gonna love. And I'm so excited. And so I'll just get into it. For February 1st, that's going to be your new moon that's happening. And if you are a lunatic with the full moon, lunatics are people who love the moon and follow its energy, that's going to be a new beginning. Always new moon, new beginning. But what's different about this one is it has a very strong like creative presence. And when you're coming into a new moon in the Aquarius, and I want you to be prepared in what you want to manifest. February is a lot of manifesting. And I think that's what I would name the whole month, like a manifesting month. And it's setting a tone for a few months that are going to be really powerful for each individual. And when we get into the new moon, I want you to start thinking about what do I really want to create? What do I really want to have? And what's interesting is the feeling on this day, and it kind of sets the tone for February, is it's more of a classical masculine feeling where you're like hands on hips, super. Isn't that like a superhero stance? And your feet are apart and your chest is out, and you're like, I'm feeling good and I could save somebody today. I could save the world. And I'm healthy feeling and strong. That kind of like classic feeling, which some people call masculine. That's what sets the tone right on the first. And it's this creative but confident. And it's going to include your boundaries. Now, boundaries, I like to say that word because then you immediately know what I'm talking about. But I'd like for you to see them like a filter. So a boundary isn't a brick wall. A boundary is a screen that won't let certain frequencies in, but will let others in that you're willing to receive and work with. Okay, so you're going to be using your boundaries, but you're going to use them like the concrete foundation in a building when it's being built, not like up like a wall. Your boundaries aren't going to be here and I'm defensive the whole time. It's not like this. They're going to kind of lay flat and you're going to stand on them. So this lets you get a little vulnerable and you're exposed, but you know your boundaries are solid because you're standing on them. Isn't that cool? And you're going to be now laying down this new creation that you want to manifest, that you want to do, that you want to be. And it starts to make it. It starts to put it together. February, 1st through the 3rd is going to be energy that's like that. It's the hands on hips. I'm good. And this is what I want to do. That feeling. And I want you to use that energy, please, because from the 3rd all the way through like mid April, all the way through, there's no retrogrades. All the planets are direct. Do you need to hear it again? Are you just like, what? That's so nice. All of them are direct, every single one. So it's kind of like if you feel like you're in a rat race in life, all the lights are green and you could just go. There's no stopping, there's no doing. You're going to get this kind of unapologetic energy. You don't need to pause and say, excuse me, I am, doing this and I did not mean to impose or to push on. You don't need to be overly sensitive to everybody's needs because everybody globally, all over, is going to be bathed in this really direct planetary energy from February 3rd, coming off the new moon and the creation and the beginning of the manifestation, and then putting your rocket packet on. Zoom. So you might find yourself getting into a groove and just kind of getting hunkered down. And you're not really looking up a lot to see what's happening kind of globally because you're doing your good work. Okay. Those are two things. There's one in between from like on the second from the 1st to the 3rd. A lot of creative energy is going to be popping up before the planets go direct. And so your aha moments are going to get a little bit bigger. And if you're trying to problem solve something, whether it's a relationship or a career or how to build this certain thing or how to fix the supply changes that are goofing up right now, how to hire more employees, how to do an incentive to really help people get more engaged with what you're needing, all of those things, any kind of issues or problems, like from the 1st to the 3rd with that manifesting creative energy, the aha moments go, oh my gosh, I know how to do it. This is what I'm going to do. And you'll feel like nobody else in the world is doing this at all. And again, this is global. Luminaire, wherever you are, this is what it's like. So you'll find different countries saying, you know what? We're just going to do something totally different. We're going to make this rule now, and we're going to not do this rule anymore. And we're going to flip this on its side because that's what we need to do to make things easier. And you're like, what's happening? This is so wild. Like you've always wanted to see people in power make people in control or leaders to make accommodations for the system that's not really working well, to change it, to be aware enough to change it. And you're going to start seeing it. So that's a lot of fun, and it's nice to look forward to, and it gives you that feeling of, oh man, I don't just have hope, I see it. I am so optimistic. I know this is going to happen. This is going to be good. This is excellent. It's that kind of a feeling. And you deserve this kind of feeling. And then when you get to February 3rd, boom, you're in your groove. You might not look up a lot all the way to April. You might decide on the 1st, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start a business. And then in 2 days, you've already problem solved how you're going to do the business and what it's going to serve. And then boom, on the 3rd, I'm going to start making it. And you just do it. You just go. So you feel very driven, but it's not a driven so much that I'm causing damage that I'm unaware of. It's a compassionate drive. It's for a greater good. It's for this. It's not a survival feeling. Like we're coming away from the surviving feeling. And boy, you've really been put into a container the last 2 years about surviving. And so this is more of like I am living feeling. And I'm going to add my knowledge to the bigger bank. I'm not going to hoard it and protect it and hunker down because I'm concerned and worried that I will get injured. It's not like this. That's an old thing. That's an old 3D thing to protect oneself to survive. This one is, I feel so good and I know my purpose. I know my purpose and I know what I'm doing. And you know what? Nobody can take it away from me. And I can collaborate with bigger, like, communities and people and corporations, and differences start to happen. I'm doing it because I'm thriving, because I'm living. And I am not concerned about being damaged or injured. It's a game changer. That's that whole I feel so good, it's optimistic, as you're doing all this manifesting. And then as we get closer to the 16th, I will call that the happy day. It's the lightest energy day. It's a if you found yourself in the groove and you're just working on your thing and you're whistling while you work because you're just so wow, woo, I have to do this, driven, and you're manifesting. On the 16th, you'll float to the surface and you'll start to see how beautiful everything is. And if you are looking at building communities, creating friendships, starting relationships, any kind, intimate, friendship, pen pals, this month is the excellent way to do it. It really is, because it is the time for you to look around and say, hey, would you like to help me with this? I mean, if we look back at any point in history, nobody did their great work by themselves. Even those that wrote great stories, they used a publisher. Somebody made the book for them. Somebody printed it. Somebody put it out there and marketed it. Like, there's nothing that we do by ourselves. We are embedded into community. And it's just going to become more in your line of sight to ask for help and to lean on others and to be the one who's getting leaned on and go, I'd love to help you. I think it's great. So right before we hit that sweet spot, so if you want to have a party, if you want to gather, if you want to do like a first date or a snuggle or whatever it is these days, aim for the 16th, which is right before Colleen's birthday is on the 17th, and it's Jamie's birthday today.
That's all true.
Uh-huh.
It's Aquarius season around here.
It is. It's a good time. So right before the 16th, like from the 10th through the 12th, it is that's the loose lips time. That's the spill the bean days. That's when, if you've been holding something in, you might really want to say it. The energy that you're coming off of the new moon and manifesting very creative, strong boundaries, feeling confident, and then coming into like a really big think tank globally from the 1st to the 3rd. Real big think tank. Problems are being solved, really unique. A lot of outside of the box designs, ideas, inventions. And then all of a sudden on the 3rd, we start to bring them in, give birth to them all the way through April, mid-April. All the planets are direct, giving it that energy. And then right before you're floating to the surface, it's like you'll come to and go, you know what? Blah, 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 blah. You know what? I really love you. And I love you so much, I want to marry you. And it's like, wait, did we talk about marriage? Did we? Okay. Where's this coming from? I don't, it's coming from here. Like, I don't know where it's making me want to say, but it's coming from here. Or you might wake up again and have a feeling of, okay, I don't like the job that I'm doing. And so I want to change that. So I quit. Or if you're a boss, you might go, you know what? I'm tired of dragging these people and I've asked and asked and asked. I'm just going to go ahead and let them go. And so you fire them. Or you're ready to move and you just move. So the 10th through the 12th, and you'll see this globally, even not just in a personal level, you'll see it in companies, you'll see it in governments where they're just like, blah, 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 blah. So it'd be a fun time to watch the news, even though I don't really enjoy the news because it's so sensationalized and it's not really truthful. But I keep an eye on it around these days because you might find some really interesting stories like whistleblowing and like, oh, that's really what happened back then. Oh my gosh. And so it could be entertaining and shocking and very heartfelt. And then that takes you to the happy day. And then guess what after the happy day? That's kind of the second part of February. Oh, it's just nice. It's nice. And I want you to enjoy it and to relish in it. I will say, I'd like for you to take this, I don't know what word I want to use, like a skating feeling, smooth. You're smooth. I want you to take this smooth feeling and not just ride it out blissful, but be blissful and curious. Why? Why am I feeling like this? Why do I do this routine? Do I enjoy this routine? Why do I do it like that? And just have these curious check in moments while you're having this blissful, optimistic, happy, manifesting energy. Because when we get curious, we kind of lock in our um, our frequencies, and we can take that high frequency in that blissful, optimistic, manifesting way and start to make it part of our foundation, and then we can grow from there. That's why I say get curious. So in the month of February, the chakra that's going to be challenged the most is going to be our throat chakra. And especially from the 10th through the 12th. I'm grabbing stones. Can you hear them? They're kind of loud. And the throat chakra, located in your throat in that soft spot, is going to be challenged because you're going to want to have, well, there's two aspects to it. A freedom of speech. And I like blue lace agate for that. It's so pretty, isn't it? It looks like it glows. And blue lace agate helps with the freedom of speaking and clearing and alignment. It can really help boost your immune system too, which that's good these days as well. Because you're going to want to speak your truth. Sometimes you won't even know you want to speak your truth. You just do it and then you go, oh, did you hear that? I really liked it. That was powerful. I'm learning from myself. And you're like, really? You're learning from yourself? You knew it all along. You just never put air to it and made words. And then the other one aspect of the throat is I need to express my disappointment and my anger and my misalignment that, hey, that is not what I was sharing. I would like for you to hold your tongue for a second, and I want to ask for a moment so I can say what I need to say. Even though I know most people are like, that's not mean, but to me, that's aggressive. And so you're going to be doing all spectrums of sharing, but the voice is going to be there, and you're going to have to be aware of it. Don't let it fly past you. I would use blue lace agate and I would carry it with you at all times. It's really great to keep on you. If you have jewelry, if you have a necklace, that would be the best. It's too bad it's just not cool to glue stones to your skin for a little bit. maybe one day that'll be a fashion. Like, oh, what are you wearing? All these rocks and stuff around your neck. They're just like adhered to your neck. I think that'd be fun. Okay, so you could put it in your pocket. You could put it underneath your pillow. I would definitely use it for your gridding. But this is the challenge because it's going to be activated so much. Just be aware of its sharing and make sure it's in alignment with you. Don't let it run away. Don't do it. The chakra that's going to be supported the most. I like this sound. It sounds like candy, but you can't eat this. That's going to be your sacral chakra. It's the orange one. It's 2 finger widths beneath your belly button. And I chose fire carnelian. It's orange, and carnelian is good at balance. Sacral is all about your creativity. You would think your creativity is in your head, but it's sacral. That's like the womb of life, even for men. And you have these ideas and they start to like churn. This is where a deep yearning comes from, and almost the butterflies in your stomach start from the sacral chakra. This is all the intense, I'm creating and shifting and moving. And this is really what's being supported for February. And you want to feed that frequency to your soul, sacral, the orange chakra, so that it has an abundant amount of frequencies to help you stay in that manifestation mode, especially from the 3rd to mid-April, when you're kind of putting it into action, like birthing that idea. Carnelian and sacral chakra is great for giving birth to concepts and bringing them into fruition as well. You can wear carnelian daily. It goes really well with, even it looks pretty together, doesn't it? It goes really well with blue lace agate, and I would put it in your gridding around your bed as well. And then the chakra that's going to be needed the most is going to be your solar plexus. Needed. Challenged, supported is the orange one, and the yellow one, called the solar plexus, is going to be needed. It needs you to connect to who you are. It needs you to understand a healthy relationship with ego for the month of February. It needs you to begin to connect, not necessarily label or identify, but connect. Now, connect can be emotionally, connect can mean like sensitivity wise with energy. It can be very esoteric. It doesn't have to be logical. To connect to who you are. And mostly because February is such a positive, confident month, hands on hips. Oh, Bumblebee Jasper really works well for that because the Bumblebee Jasper is positive, it's uplifting, but it has this busyness to it, this completion of I am a worker and I can be driven, but it does it in a very positive, light way. So Bumblebee Jasper, carnelian, and blue lace agate all go very well together. I would use them to grid your bed along with black tourmaline, and I would pair it with selenite if you're looking to get higher in the ups, like higher frequencies or different dimensional planes. But if you're saying, you know what, I'm just still really tired and I need some deep rest and sleep, then I would pair it with amethyst instead of selenite. Does it make sense? Do I need to say it again?
You can say it again.
Blue lace agate, carnelian, bumblebee jasper, black tourmaline. Those four sets on the 4 corners of your bed. 1 set on each corner of your bed. And then pair it with selenite if you want higher frequency energies or different dimensional access. Or choose to pair it with amethyst because you just need that good rest. You need the time out. February is a great month to take a time out, and it's going to be happy. It's going to be a driven, getting the work done, creating some more community. So ask for help. Look up and say, hey, can I lean on you? You can lean on me. Because it's going to last a lifetime. It's building now what we will put on our foundation and use for the rest of the year, if not the rest of your life. So let's ask for help and bring it forward. If you're using aromatherapy, the essential oils I would pick for the month, which is it's a restful, soft, intuitive, happy mix. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Is 4 drops of cedar wood, 3 drops of patchouli, and only 1 drop of cobaiba. That's COPAIB as in boy, A. Cobaiba.
Thank you for that.
It's a tree, and some people say it's an aphrodisiac. That's why I'm only giving you 1 drop. But I think that's perfect for the month of February because in some countries they celebrate love in February. And I got so excited I spit. Oh, sorry. No. So I think the copaiba it's an amazing tree. It helps with anti-inflammatory. And it makes your skin really smooth and gorgeous. There's some that are safe for internal use. It's really great. If you've never heard of it, I encourage you to research it and use it in some of your other modalities. But the patchouli helps with the throat, and the throat's going to be being challenged. So if you're using the patchouli in the mix, that kind of gives it that frequency. And the cedar wood is great for that really soft grounding and to get into your body, which will help you be more aware of who you are, which is the solar plexus what it's needing and asking of you for this month. So February 2022, coming off of the itchies, feeling slightly uncomfortable, and getting into the manifesting, getting into the optimistic manifesting. You're going to start to feel good. You're going to see achievement and accomplishment, not just personally, but in your relationships with others, as well as government, and all that outside thinking out of the box from like the 1st through the 3rd and kind of up to the 10th. It'll be fun to start witnessing how the world itself is going to start to begin to resolve the problems that it has self-created through the pandemic. And it's truly, you're in the beginning. You're no longer waiting for frequencies to rise. You are doing it now. Well, it's quite exciting. So I hope you take time to celebrate. Thank you so much for being here. And if you want to know more about the stones, I like to do a class, which we're going to do a class on February 3rd. And I'm going to talk more in depth about each of the stones for the month and how you can use them. And I'll also speak more to the essential oil and why I chose it. And it's a great topic into frequencies if you are looking more into being a energy healer or you're an energy sensitive. It's a great place to be, and it will be a class discussion, so you can talk directly to me, and I'll answer your questions. Before I say goodbye, Colleen, was there anybody who had a clarification question or?
I didn't see any towards the end. No.
I did it.
We want to mention that the full transcript is available in Jamie's monthly newsletter.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So if you want it all written down, you go to her website.
Yep, I'll post a link.
Okay. You follow the link that Colleen posts, and you click the button, and then you get to see everything that I've said.
Yes.
Thank
you so much.
A lot of fun. I love each and every one of you. Enjoy your February, and I'll see you later, alligators. Oh, I hear you.
After a while, crocodiles.
I'll see you soon, baboons.
Toodaloo, kangaroo.
Oh my gosh, I got a job, warthog. I got a scat kitty cat.
Blow you a kiss, jellyfish.
I'll see you in the morning, unicorn.
This is where we start losing some people, Maitland. We start doing this.
if they only knew for the last how many years have I been channeling with Jamie?
A lot.
Since she was 21.
So 26 years?
She's 40.
No, she's 49
She's
today.
49.
We can tell her
today.
age. So 28 years?
It's been a while.
No.
Yeah. And I always like really dramatic goodbyes, especially the ones that rhyme. I think they're so much fun.
That's true.
They are. So, I thank you for being here.
Thank you, Maitland.
And I'm leaving. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.